Welcome back to my channel. Everyone, if you love stories filled with tension, betrayal, and raw emotion, you're in the right place. Today's story is one that lingers long after it ends. So grab your popcorn, hit that subscribe button, and let's begin. Fire. Her boss wrapped his arms around her. I turned away, and that's when everything in her world began to crumble. Fire. When I first met Clara, she was everything I'd ever dreamed of but never thought I'd find. She was radiant, confident, intelligent, effortlessly charming. The kind of woman who could walk into a room and command attention without saying a word. I was the opposite, a quiet software developer, content with a simple, steady life. She worked in marketing, all bright lights, energy, and people. We met at a networking event in New York, exchanged numbers, and 2 years later, we were married. For a while, life felt perfect, until the night that changed everything. It was a Friday. Clara told me she'd be staying late to finalize a presentation with her company's regional director, Daniel. I didn't think twice. She spoke of him often, always calling him a mentor, someone who had helped her grow professionally. But that night, something felt wrong. Maybe it was the way she avoided my eyes before leaving. Maybe it was the way she dressed, just a bit too elegant for a late night at the office. I tried to shake the feeling, but it wouldn't go away. Around 10 p.m., I texted her. "Still working?" No reply. 30 minutes passed. Then an hour. The silence twisted something deep inside me. Finally, I grabbed my coat and drove downtown to her office. From the street, I could see her floor, the fifth, still lit. Through the glass, faint shadows moved. My heart pounded as I got closer. And then, I saw it. Daniel stood behind her, his hands resting gently on her shoulders. She turned toward him, smiling. He pulled her into his arms. Like it wasn't the first time, I froze. My body wouldn't move. The world went silent. No shouting, no scene. Just quiet disbelief. I turned, walked back to my car, and drove off into the night. No tears, no anger, only emptiness. The next morning, Clara came home early, pretending nothing had happened. She slipped her arms around me in the kitchen, her voice soft and sweet. "Good morning, babe," she whispered, but I could still smell his cologne on her. I looked at her, forced a small smile. "Morning." She hesitated, uneasy. "I'm sorry I got home so late," she murmured. Daniel kept us at the office reviewing slides. "Yeah," I said, setting my cup down carefully. "I saw that." Her eyes widened. "What do you mean you saw that?" I said evenly, "I saw Daniel's arms around you. In your office. Through the window." Her lips trembled. "It's not what it looked like." "Then tell me." I cut in. "What does that kind of hug mean between a married woman and her boss at 11 at night?" Tears filled her eyes. He was just comforting me. I was overwhelmed. I let out a bitter laugh. "Comforting you?" "Clara, I saw your hand on his chest. You weren't pushing him away. You were pulling him closer." That's when she broke, sobbing, reaching for my hand. "Please, just let me explain." I stepped back. "You don't have to," I said quietly. "You already did last night." Then I walked away. No yelling, no slamming doors, just quiet footsteps that echoed like thunder in her chest. For a week, I said nothing, stayed in a hotel, ignored her calls, started packing my things. 2 weeks later, my lawyer sent over the divorce papers. But life has a strange way of balancing the scales. A month later, I got a message from one of her coworkers. "Hey, thought you should know. Daniel got fired. HR found out he was sleeping with 2 employees, including Clara. His wife's divorcing him." And just like that, her world collapsed. The man she'd thrown everything away for had thrown her away, too. She tried reaching out again. Emails, voicemails, letters. But I never answered. She lost her job, her reputation, and all the comfort she once said I couldn't give her. 6 months later, I saw her by chance at a cafe downtown. She looked different. Thinner, worn out, eyes dull and tired. She tried to smile. "You look good," she whispered. I nodded. I am. Tears shimmered in her eyes. I made a mistake. No, I said quietly, standing to leave. You made a choice. And I walked away again. But this time it didn't hurt. This time it felt like peace.